Welcome, everyone, to Morning Flow. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to check out the schedule of daily classes and visit the tip jar so you can make contributions to support us. We'll start today in a reclined posture with the soles of the feet together and the knees splayed apart. You might use blocks to support this posture. And you're going to lie down on your back now. If it's easier for you to keep your feet planted and lie down and then bring your feet together, that's another way to get there. And you might use the blocks under your legs, like at the outside of your knees, to just hold the weight of your legs and make the posture more passive, if you like. And if it doesn't feel good, even with blocks, to have your knees splayed, you could just rest the soles of your feet on the mat and let your knees lean towards each other. That's maybe gentler and even more passive. Nice grounding in the lower back. You could rest your hands on the floor or rest your hands on your body. Feel the movement of your breath or feel your heartbeat. Close your eyes if you like. Allowing these opening minutes for your breathing to slow down and get deeper. Letting your body accept the support beneath it. Observe the movements of your breathing and the way those movements feel in your body. The way your contact with the floor changes with your breathing. Scan your body and notice whatever other sensations are present for you. Making particular note of anything that doesn't feel so good in your body, any soreness or any stiffness you detect. Noting these things to keep them in mind during practice. Help you choose when to skip something or modify something, which you can do at any time. And whenever your attention drifts away from noticing your breathing, away from observing what's going on in your body, just gently redirect and come back. And if you'd like to set any other intentions for practice, you can do so now. Let them sink in over the next few breaths. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth with a sigh. If you are situated as I am with your feet together and your knees splayed apart, bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. Use your arms to nudge your knees towards each other. Let the soles of your feet rest on the mat. If you had blocks in place there, you can move them out of the way. And let's take for the morning an energizing twist here to get us going. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your arms out to the sides. Feel your shoulder blades press to the floor. Keep the shoulder blades on the floor. Let your legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. And come back up to center and cross those legs the other way, right ankle over left knee. Let your legs fall to the left and turn your head to the right. Bring it all back to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Rock side to side or roll in circles to massage your low back against the floor. Reach your feet up towards the ceiling. You can support your legs with your arms if you like. Make circles with your right foot. Make a few in the other direction. And now your left foot. Other direction. Draw your knees towards your chest. Inhale, reach your arms and legs all the way out. Exhale, curl up in a ball again. And repeat that for a few more rounds of breaths. Use the whole inhale to lengthen out and the whole exhale to curl up. After your next exhale, hug in your knees. You could rock front to back and roll your spine along the floor, working towards sitting up after a few repetitions, or you could tip to one side and sit up that way. Maybe that feels better for you. Well, meet sitting up. You don't have to sit exactly as I'm sitting. Sit so that you're comfortable. And bring your hands out to the sides. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up alongside your ear. And exhale, reach to your right. Feel for length from your hip up through your fingertips. Let your head be wherever your neck is comfortable. Inhale to come upright. As you exhale, float your left hand to the floor behind you. Bring your right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, invite your body to twist some more. Repeat for a few breaths. See just how much twist seems like enough. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, reach to your left. Inhale to come up. As you exhale, come into the other seated twist. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, explore the twist. Let yourself unwind and come back to center. Rest your hands on your knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Let your head tip back. Exhale, bring your heart back. Let your head tip forward. And take a few more rounds of breath with the seated variation of cow and cat. After your next exhale, sit upright. I'm going to rest my hands on the floor here. We're going to open the neck a bit. I find letting my hands down here lets the shoulders disengage more fully. Let your chin come towards your chest. Roll your ear towards your shoulder. Explore moving your head in some nice, slow circles. If you discover any tight spots, you might pause at the tight spot to roll back and forth over it. Change the direction of your circles at some point. Maybe you already did. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Bringing your hips above your knees, your shoulders above your wrists, or behind your wrists if having your shoulders right above your wrists feels like too much in the wrists. Reach back with your left foot, press the ball of your foot against the floor. Take a couple of breaths. With an inhale, pick your foot up and reach straight back. With your next inhale, reach your right arm to the side. Bend your leg, reach back, see if you can take hold of your foot or ankle. Kick against your hand, lift your knee, lift your chin. Release, come down. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot for a couple of breaths. With an inhale, pick your foot up and reach straight back. With the next inhale, reach your left arm to the side. If you like, bend your knee, reach back, see about that bind. Release and lower down. Step your left foot up between your hands. You might have blocks under your hands to ease this transition. And then step your right foot up to meet it. Hang out in your forward fold. You might keep your hands on your blocks. Bend one leg and then the other, sway back and forth. Heavy arms, heavy head. Gently nod your head. Shake your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let your hands down at your sides. Lift your left shoulder up, slide it back, and let it down. And your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms. If you take eagle, then move your elbows and hands forward and up. Inhale to open your arms again. As you exhale, cross them the opposite way. Inhale to open up. Exhale to twist to the right. Inhale, face front. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, come back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms up. And look up at your hands. Lift up your heart. On an inhale, bring yourself upright. As you exhale, bend to the right, feeling for length through both of your arms. On an inhale, come upright. As you exhale, bend to your left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms come down. We'll start on some sun salutations. Inhale, out and up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands and step back to a plank. We'll take a few breaths in the first plank. You can let your knees down if you'd like a shorter plank. In either plank, your hips come down in line with your shoulders and your knees. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down with your elbows in close to your body. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay in your low back. So maybe low at first. Listen to your body. Exhaling, rock back and slowly make your way up to downward facing dog. And pedal your feet up and down, letting your heels get closer and closer to the floor. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do a couple more, going through a little more quickly. Not rushing, just less pausing. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, come down. Step back to your plank. On an exhale, lower, maybe just halfway this time. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, down. Step back to your plank. On an exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, come down. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to pause for a drink of water. And we're going to grab our blocks and work with a straddle fold next. So most people use blocks for a straddle fold. If you get into the straddle fold and find you don't need them, no harm done. So you want to set your blocks up shoulder width apart. Most people use them on the middle height. You can always adjust and tip them lower or higher as needed, or set them aside. Inhale up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, down. So to get to the straddle fold, we come first to a lunge. So plant your hands on the blocks, step your right foot back, come to runner's lunge. And find a good long stance here. All 10 toes pointing forward, back heel raised. And then what we're going to do to get to the straddle fold, we're going to walk 90 degrees over to the right. We're going to take the blocks with us and let the feet pivot as we go. So start to go over to the right. So that back heel is going to come down. You're going to face the long edge of your mat. You want your toes pointing out, your heels pointing in, and then your knee. Some degree of bend is good here. And it might be a little, might be a lot. Let your head be heavy. And then see how it feels. Maybe you tip the blocks lower. Maybe you set them aside and you can get your hands on the floor. But just do what's right for you. Maybe you keep the blocks the whole time. And we'll explore going deeper into the fold like this. You walk your hands back with or without the blocks. See how far feels good in your back. If you want to go further, you can turn your hands around so your fingers point back behind you and then walk your hands back even further. It's great lengthening in the back of the body, great lengthening action in the arms, opening the wrists, forearms. Sometimes we play with coming into a headstand from here. We're not going to do that today, but maybe you feel your head's drifting pretty close to the floor. Walk your hands forward. If you turn them around, turn them forward again. Keep coming forward. And we'll try out some twisting here. So bring your right hand right under your face and lean into it, with or without the block. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhaling, bring that hand down. Plant that hand under your face, lean into it. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up at your right hand. Exhale, bring that hand down. And I'm going to grab my blocks again. You may or may not, your choice. Going to come back to runner's lunge where we started. Pivot 90 degrees, come back to the runner's lunge. And then we're going to step the right foot forward, step the left foot back, opposite runner's lunge. Find length, find steadiness here. But we won't be here for long. This helps us find a good distance between the feet. But you can always adjust the space between the feet when you get to the straddle if you feel the need. So start to pivot 90 degrees to the left, bringing the blocks with you as needed. Toes are out, heels are in, some bend in the knees. And start to find your way into the fold. So maybe it goes more smoothly now. It's the same fold we just did, so maybe it goes deeper. There's no rush, but maybe you get there more quickly. And start to explore, walking your hands back, and maybe turning them around if you like. Maybe walking back further. And start to walk your hands forward. If you turn your hands, turn them around again. Keep coming forward. With your left hand under your face, lean into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhaling, bring your right hand down, lean into it, plant it. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. Exhale to bring that hand down. We're going to walk back to that runner's lunge again. Take your time, pivot 90 degrees. Come back to runner's lunge. And you might keep the blocks or set them aside. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog, and take 3 cleansing breaths. Let your knees come down and make your way to child's pose for a minute. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees, if you like, further apart. Sit back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward and let your head come down. Vary your child's pose to suit what you're feeling. It can be more active or passive, or vary it in any other way you like. Inhale, come forward and up onto your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knees, and press into your hands to lift your tail to come to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. And while we're here, just stand your blocks up, shoulder width apart at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. I'm going to play with tree and with warrior 3. So step back, maybe 2/3 of the way back your mat from your blocks. We're going to play with tree, but then we're going to come to warrior 3. And when we come to warrior 3, we'll have blocks here for us. So maybe 2/3 is wrong, maybe about halfway. So with your hands at your heart, shift from one leg to the other with your feet planted. Set your eyes on something straight ahead that will move to help steady yourself. When you're ready, bring the weight into your left leg. Let the knee stay soft. Lift your right knee. Open your knee out to the side and bring your foot to the leg, opposite leg. So you might have your toes on the ground, your heel on your left ankle. You might have the sole of your foot on your calf, maybe on your thigh. Wherever your foot is, the right knee tracks out to the side. Your hands can stay at your heart, or the branches of your tree can grow anywhere you want. Maybe your tree is pretty still, or maybe your branches sway in the breeze. You can put your foot down and pick it up anytime. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll do a transition I think I haven't used here in a while. It's a fun one. Pivot your knee forward. Reach your foot forward. Then draw your foot in and reach your foot back behind you. So as your leg extends back, let the weight of your torso tip forward. Picture your body coming parallel to the ground. So maybe you grab one or both of these blocks. Selena, maybe I placed them in the wrong spot, but I was able to find them. And you can play with using the blocks as much or as little as you want. Keep reaching back through the sole of your foot. You might try other arm expressions. You might just stay with the blocks. Exhale, lower your foot. Inhale, stand. Shake that left leg. And anything else you'd like to shake before we do the other side. And when you're ready, bringing your hands to your heart. Reset your eyes. Shift back and forth to reset your feet and your hips. Whenever you're ready, bring the weight into your right leg and lift your left knee. Open the gate of your hip and bring your foot to your right leg. Let your arms find their expression, whatever expression is calling you. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, reach your foot forward. Slowly draw your foot in and reach your foot back. Make your way to warrior three again. Find whatever expression works for you here, using your blocks as much or as little as you want. Picture your body parallel to the ground. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Imagine it is. Think of making a footprint back there with that raised foot. Exhaling, lower your foot. Inhaling, slowly stand. Shake as needed. Come down onto your mat and have a seat. With your legs extended forward and your feet flexed back towards you. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Exhale to fold down over your legs. If your knees want to bend here, let them bend. When you inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. When you exhale, think of lowering down. Inhale, walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Let your arms keep helping your legs. Bend your right leg. Bring your right foot to your left leg, like tree pose sort of. Pivot your torso, aim the center of your chest at your left foot, and flex your left foot back towards you. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Exhale to fold down over your leg. And maybe the fold deepens a little bit for a couple breaths. Reach your left arm out to the side. Turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down. Reach the back of your hand towards your right hip. Peel your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring the left hand back over by the right hand. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down, reach the back of your hand towards your left hip, and feel your right shoulder back. Extend your arm, turn your thumb up. Reach your arm up alongside your right ear, reach your right hand overhead towards your left hand. Maybe it doesn't get close, mine doesn't get close. Just reaching in that direction. And doing compression in the center of the lower back, compression that happens from sitting for extended periods. Slowly reach up, back out to the right, and swing that arm back over. Bring your right hand to your left hand. Walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Using your arms to assist, straighten the right leg and bend the left leg. Pivot your torso, flex your right foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Take a couple breaths here. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down, reach the back of your hand towards your left hip, feel your right shoulder back. Extend your arm, bring the right hand back over by the left. Swing your left arm to the side, turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down, reach the back of your hand towards your right hip, feel your left shoulder back. Extend your arm, turn your thumb up, reach your arm up alongside your ear, overhead towards the other side. Slowly reach up, back out to the side, and swing your arm across again. Walk your hands up your leg. Using your arms to help extend your left leg. Nudge your legs towards each other, bring the soles of your feet together, leaving a big space between your pelvis and your heels. I'm going to grab the mat. You could reach under your ankles, grab the mat, or reach over your ankles and grab the mat. Walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your head drop down. Breathe into the center of your lower back. And slowly walk your hands back, press up. Keeping your feet together, bring your heels in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers and grab your toes in your hands. Wriggle on your seat to tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, spine long. At first, see how far the long spine will go. And when it's not lowering anymore, let your head lower and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your legs. Use your arms to lift your knees towards each other. Rest the soles of your feet on the floor. Reach your arms forward. See how far back you can sit without lifting your feet or, of course, tipping onto your back. Just whatever that point is, long spine, whatever angle you're at. Lift your feet a little. Take a couple breaths. You can always bring your hands to your legs and use your arms to support your legs. Think of the highest you can lift your feet and go halfway there. Take a couple breaths. Lift your feet as high as you can and take a couple of breaths. Lower about halfway, take a couple breaths. Lower most of the way and take a couple breaths. Let your feet down. Bring your hands to the floor out past your hips. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of the mat. Let your knees go back and forth. Turn your head to the opposite side as your knees go down. And making sure you have your blocks and strap within reach. I'm going to set up for bridge. So feet in, one block width apart. Heels in close to your butt. Bring your hands behind you. Come down onto your back. So you wind up lying on your back. Your heels as close in as they'll go. You can put a block between your knees if you like for bridge. Setting your knees like your ankles, hip width apart. Pressing into the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up to come to bridge. For a deeper heart opener here, you might wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other and clasp your hands under you and reach your knuckles towards your heels, drawing your shoulder blades in further, opening the front of the heart space. Make sure your neck stays relaxed. If you're clasping your hands, unclasp them. Exhale, slowly let yourself down. And we'll just explore floating up and down for a minute. Go at your pace. Inhale as you go up and exhale as you go down. If you want to challenge yourself more, you can move more slowly. You can reach up higher. You can take some more breaths at the top. You could repeat clasping your hands and moving your shoulder blades in if you like. And then we'll take supported bridge. Unless you want to just keep going up and down, you're welcome to. For supported bridge, lift yourself up. Pause at the top. Bring a block under your sacrum. And lower down onto your block. Let the block do the work for a minute. Think of sending your breath through the block. And pressing into the soles of your feet, inhale to lift up one more time. Remove the block from under you. Exhale, slowly let yourself come down. Pause for a couple breaths after you land. Move the other block out of your way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back, massage it against the floor. Grab your strap. Open your strap up. Bring it under your feet. Hold one end in each hand. Keeping the back of your head and your shoulder blades and your sacrum on the ground. Reach your feet up so that your legs and your strap and your arms are long. Point your toes up at the ceiling. Point your toes down towards your face. Let your feet relax. Slide your feet away from each other inside the strap. Bring your feet back towards each other. Take your right foot out of the strap. Press the back of your right leg against the floor. Hold both parts of the strap with your right hand. Reach your left arm to the side. Draw your leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. See if you can keep both shoulders grounded. Come back up to center. Take the strap with your left hand. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip. And let your leg fall to the left. Very slowly and gently, bring your limbs back up to center. Raise your right leg. Step your right foot inside the strap. Take your left foot out, press your left leg down. Reach your right arm out to the side. Bring your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Bring everything back to center. Take the strap in your right hand. Press down on the front of your left hip. Let your leg fall to the right. Come back up to center. Lift your left leg. Draw your knees in. Set your strap aside. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. And you can invert for as long as you want. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, you can make your way to Shavasana. You can conclude your practice in any posture where you can be comfortably still. Maybe it's corpse pose like this, maybe it's something else. Once you find your comfortable stillness, you may focus on your breathing or on an intention that you set for yourself today. Maybe on something else, maybe not on anything in particular. Start to find some even deeper breaths. Allow your body to move bit by bit. Take your time. Let your movements gradually grow bigger. Moving mindfully. When you're ready for bigger movements, you can gently sit yourself up. And if you like, bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Namaste. Again, I'm Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook. Stop by the tip jar, check out the schedule. Questions and feedback are welcome, whatever frequency you're joining us on. Have a wonderful day.